Are you guys ready to experience the worst roller coaster ever made? Quite literally, as this is the Wurst coaster created by Professor Wurst. And we are looking at a 1.26 kilometer coaster with 7 inversions, an Intamin Blitz style launch coaster themed around the German Bavarian pack in Planet Coaster and the Professor Wurst character. The coaster looks absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to dive on deeper. So strap up, keep your arms in at all times, and join me on today's episode of Coaster Spotlight. Hey yo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at the Wurst coaster created by requakez, an advanced builder in this community. And here they say, hello Channel 5, I know you guys like shop-themed coasters and rides, so I made a Professor Wurst inspired coaster. Well, correction there, I might just be the only one. We'll see what people think of your coaster here today. So they continue to say, you see Professor Wurst, he has made a super Wurst to help the people of the world, but disaster has struck and the Wurst factory is on fire. Only Wonder Wurst can save it. He is the worst superhero that ever existed. Can you help him save the factory? Keep on doing the good work with the videos, especially in this quarantine time. Whoops. It really helped me against my boredom. So this one was sent in a while ago. So we're getting to it now though, and we're dialing it up. We're gonna try to get more and more coasters. All right, so let's take a closer look at the Wurst. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. This is looking absolutely incredible. Might be the worst coaster ever. What is this sausage hero? He's got a splatter shield, a mustard shield, and a spear, a skewer, and a cape, and some chest armor. That is the worst sausage ever. It's the Wurst. Oh, this is so great. I love everything about it. This is a 4K coaster blueprint, so you will be able to download this and put this in your Bavarian Alpine themed areas of your park. If you're going for a little bit of a German aesthetic or an Alpine aesthetic, it should work just great. Setup was quite easy too, although I did run into a kink here. Because the coaster's so low, I had to like drop the terrain down. It wouldn't let me put path there. So watch your heads, people. We got some crazy music here as Professor Wurst is gearing up to save the world, save his factory, as he is the worst hero of them all. The coaster track looks literally insane. Bratwursts, big smokestacks. It's very fun. The theming, the aesthetic. I completely forgot to mention this in my introduction. Part of my reason for picking this is we just finished doing our World's Fair Planko, Project Planko contest. And one of the last areas that we placed into the park was our Professor Wurst German area. And we just got that done. So no better time than now to showcase a Bavarian style Professor Wurst themed coaster. Goes very much in line with what we were doing in our theme park that we are building. So go check out Project Planko, guys. It is coming along. We are making the coolest park ever. There's a look at the ride stats if you want to see them. Coaster's taking off, so let's get on this. We're gonna ride the back with a pop-up. I don't want the guests flailing. I'll kick them off in a moment and we can check out what the coaster looks like in the... Actually, you know what? Actually, let's just do track view. Track view will give the best experience possible for this situation. I absolutely love it. Wow. That is great. Do we have any nighttime lighting for our worst coaster ever? We do. Let's go check it out in nighttime POV, and off we go. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this coaster seems like it will do very well in the cinematic perspective. I have a good feeling about this. Let's hope it all works out, because I want to see, we got all the guests in, we got it all set up, so why not get a cool cinematic perspective? We have some fun explosions and really cool perspectives, so let's check this out. They don't seem so pleased. It is the worst coaster in the world after all. Oh, they're happy now. Worked pretty good for the most part. I'm not mad at it. Wow, really good job. I love just the epicness of it all, the silliness of it all, the worstness of it all. The Bavarian build is a very, very good, very German, very Professor Wurst. Aesthetically, very, very pleasing. Fun queue setup. Actually putting the coaster down, you have to sink the terrain in, so you get this nice river rapids going through it all, which I think is also a very nice aesthetic. You have the craziness of the Professor Wurst contraption, some kabooms going on there, some bratwursts. I mean, it's awesome. It has the Bavarian Alpine theme to it, the Professor Wurst theme, but also just very environmentally pleasing. A very solid build. I would have no feedback for this builder here today. I think it's awesome. It goes in line with what we're doing with Project Planko, just finishing up the German area of the park we did, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I wish I could put this in the park. It's a little bit too big, but We got plenty of plans for our park, but if you are building a Bavarian village of your own, an Alpine, German area, this is definitely a coaster that you should place in your parks. I think it's a very good, solid track layout, and again, very thematically pleasing as well. Great coaster experience by requakez. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Solid submission from one of our advanced builders in this community. If you guys want to join the community, the links are down in the description below. You could also send in your coasters, parks, and all that with the forms down in the description below as well. And if you enjoy the show and everything that we do here, you can also support it through Patreon, which you can find down below. And all that being said, leave a comment for our creator here today. What did you think of their coaster? Fire away down to the comments below, and that is going to do it for me in today's episode of Coaster Spotlight. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have the worst day ever. I'm kidding. A wonderful day. Bye now.